Let me move myself over here. Hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all. It is I, Sark, the Sarcasm Detector. And today you get a special treat. I am an orange cat today. I haven't been orange. In a really, really long time. We're playing this new game called Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It was released not that very long ago, actually. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. For those of you who know the channel, you know I'm a fan of Star Trek. Any kind of Star Trek, really. And yeah, this is really the first Star Trek game that has really grabbed my interest since Star Trek Online. You guys know, like, I'm really, really burnt out on Star Trek Online. I'm not gonna go into a rant about it. We're not gonna discuss it. We have a new Star Trek game called Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, and it seems to be a type of base builder game. I'll be honest with you guys, this is going to be a blind playthrough. I have not played this game before. I know it was out early access or a beta or something, and people played it before. I think I saw something about that. I remember that. And I've seen people stream this game. I haven't watched them stream it, if you know what I mean. Kind of just skimmed over it real quick, and I saw maybe a few frames here and there. So I kind of have an idea what it's about. Something similar to the old, like the Fallout game, the Fallout type base builders, or you know what I mean. I think this is what this game is about. We're gonna find out. The cat is a bit stuttery, so this game is taking up resources. I do have it set to high graphics. Maybe I can set that down to medium. No, we'll just have to deal with it. The cat's going to be a little bit framey. You guys are fine with that. If it gets really, really bad, let me know. Kitties, by the way, how are you doing this afternoon? Hopefully this is a good time to stream. It's also Friday, and it's going to get cold outside, and I absolutely hate it. So let's get started with a new game. We have Adventure. Focus on the journey, recommended for players who want to enjoy the story and exploration without the constant pressure of the fight for survival. And then resources are plentiful, combat is manageable, dialogues and away missions are less challenging. Homesickness is a minor problem. Survival, this is the authentic Delta Quadrant experience, recommended for experienced strategists and resource managers. Resources are limited, combat is challenging, dialogue and away missions are demanding, and homesickness is a problem. The ultimate stress test. Years of Hell, wow, okay. Recommended for players who have already completed survival mode and wish to put their skills to the test. Resources are scarce, combat is deadly, dialogue and away missions are more challenging, and homesickness is a major problem. We'll go with, let's go with survival. You are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Your unique ship build and decisions will reshape the story. Okay. There's a little bit of redoing stuff that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Actually, the cat is less jittery in this mode. I wonder if it's just the main menu that is that demanding. We'll see. Catching the shaders.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy, ready for your deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It is an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. Oh yeah, it is definitely stuttering. I might hide it for a little bit. We'll see what we can do with that, but that is a pretty bad stutter. I just looked over and noticed that. I apologize. With all due respect, ma'am, observer's hardly a title befitting my talents. I am the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to this lovely penal colony in New Zealand. New Zealand is now a penal colony, or is this a new New Zealand or something? I thought he was in like space. Penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. There's one thing I like to point out, that although in games like Star Trek Online has kind of focused the thought that the Intrepid class were science vessels, they were in fact explorers and combat ships primarily. In Star Trek, the definition of an explorer ship is a combat ship of some sort with some science stuff to basically get around the whole "we are peaceful Federation" cough cough. But yeah, the Intrepid was definitely a combat ship, short-range combat ship with a lot of science added to it, so that it works as a starship in the fleet, and they can call it an explorer. They can call it a long-range explorer if they want to, but it was definitely not a pure science ship. It was absolutely a gunboat, a torpedo boat. It was a combat boat. Yeah, this was like we're talking about the Borg incursion and the whole Dominion War. Yeah, this ship was made for combat. I never liked the design of the Intrepid class. No, Paris would have joked about being a penile colony, probably. Well, I don't know if he was that childish. Not in that. A flying slipper is a interesting analogy for it. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Let's get this started. I digressed for a little bit there. I apologize. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starship. Captain Janeway observed the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any ideas where your former colleagues might be hiding? Wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetron beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert helm, evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparkling consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty report. Bridge to sickbay, doctor. I've got injured crew on the bridge. You know, and now that I'm thinking about it, why am I reading this? Why can't they get... I guess they couldn't afford all the cast to I guess it would be kind of expensive to get her to do all the possible voice lines that they could want in a procedurally generating game, I guess. And you wouldn't want to use AI to fake their voice either, so I guess yeah. Would have been nice though. They have the money now to afford it. Maybe they can upgrade it with actual voice acting. That would be neat. Bridge to sickbay, doctor. I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor, damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core is gone to gray mode. We're on reserves, barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back now. Am I engineering? Click on the question mark icon 1 on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screens. On controller, press D-pad left twice. So I can click on what is it? Why is this blurred out? There's something on this part of the screen which is not showing here. Okay, well, whatever. Activate stellar cartography 1 on the lower left part of the ship. To activate it, open up its menu by selecting the room and switch on the power supply 2. So click on the room and switch on. Captain sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry's trying to stammer is that we're not in the Badlands anymore. So I just want to say something. This game has a streamer mode, which I have turned on, and I believe, well, when I first started the game up, there was definitely Star Trek music playing, and I'm fairly certain most Star Trek themes are copyrighted very heavily. So streamer mode turns off the Star Trek themes. And it just plays some weird random music, and that for some reason there was no music at that part. I'm assuming if I was playing it with the streamer mode off, there would have been music in that silent bit that we just experienced. All right, continuing on. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm, find us a deuterium source. And so now we get to see the map view. Okay. Scan points of interest. 1 marked with white question marks to reveal resources. 2. Scan until you reveal deuterium. 3. The fuel resource. So we are here. Okay. 2 cycles away. Oh, right-click to scan. Let's grab the deuterium then. Navigate your ship 1 by traveling to various locations 2. While traveling, time passes in the form of cycles. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar 1 represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good. Higher rewards, such as extra resources. Yellow average outcome include minor setbacks. Orange and red, bad and terrible outcomes lead to low rewards, and medium to major setbacks like destroyed rooms, hull damage, and severe injuries. Ooh. Collect the deuterium to charge the warp core to tier 1. It says deuterium plus something else. Upgrade stellar cartography for more details. Just set course. And that's just hold the... Okay. We detected small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful here. Collect any easily accessible or... so there's a... It looks like there's a 50-50 chance with this one. But I will grab it, I think. Okay. That worked out well. Captain, we can now deactivate gray mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. The warp core is a reactor that powers the ship to generate energy. It continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting the main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Our energy levels are returning to normal. Okay. Good. Now, what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for signs of life. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Several life forms on board, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a uranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter room. Deuterium, your fuel that powers the warp drive. This one up here. Uranium and titanium, essential for construction and repair, which is these two here. Crew is needed to operate key systems and room, which is this part here. So scan for stuff. That has deuterium, something else. That has uranium. That has more doot. That has uranium. So it's that. That's deuterium. All right, so the closest 4 cycles, 5 cycles, 6 cycles away. Go for this one, which is 4. Wait, that's deuterium. That's 5, and that's 5. I go for the harder one. We now have all the uranium we need. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Damaged rooms are not operational. Select the room to bring up the room controls. If you have the resources and work teams needed, you can initiate repairs. Ooh, okay, this looks nice. I like this. Oh, look at all the damage and stuff. Repairing. Oh, interesting. So we have quite a bit that we can build up here. Interesting. What about up here in the front? I'm not sure. Transporters are back online, Captain. Set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. I suppose we could have done a little bit of exploring. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's a bit of a tutorial. Does it do the tutorial every single time? That would be annoying, especially if it's going to be like something roguelike and procedurally generated each time. Present a series of challenges. 1. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, I see. Heroes possess skills and traits. 2 and 3. Okay, skills and traits 3. Quick-witted. Interesting. Select heroes with matching skills for your away team. Okay. I think I'm understanding. Recommended traits. I guess it's just these 2 lads for the moment. Recommended trait, pilots and quick-witted, which happens to be these 2 lads, which okay, so these pictures are kind of close. They're, fairly close to the original actors, but the models, however, are this one is okay. This one's unfortunate. That's what I'll say. The one on the left is okay. The one on the right is a little unfortunate. Let's start the mission. Decide on an approach 1 and select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill 2. If the skill is lower than the requirement, success chance is displayed. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Look for footprints or any strange noises. Scan for any signs or strange energy signatures. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working the field. An old man sits on a porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. Old man on a banjo, huh? After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued 1. Okay, and their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Oh, okay. I see. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? We're going to use Tom for this one. Demand to know what's going on. Try to read his body language for any clues. Yeah, so that was a little bit. Argue the facts this can't be farm on Earth, and want to know. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll try this one. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man trying to analyze his body language. Yeah, something feels off, like he's putting on an act, and they can't quite put a finger on it. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the cumulative skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you have a chance for a critical success. A golden part of the chance bar too. Okay. Old man isn't much help. We'll try find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. So what they're trying to tell us is we can grab this too. Try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing it to flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Ooh. I see. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. Okay. These people must be the missing Maquis. They're being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Both my guys are fatigued, though. Wake up the tattooed man or wake up the half-Klingon woman. Interesting. We either get different rewards for it also. The quick-witted one. Let's go for that. Your choice has consequence. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Harry? Looks like Harry's hurt. But we got a bunch of stuff, like 5 of that and 350 of whatever that is. Wait, that's the deuterium. Successful challenges ×4, critical success, injury-free bonus, but he's injured. Okay. Tom Paris unavailable. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager? What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? We were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array, I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Ram us. One of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Maquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We are armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have your back, Tuvok. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I love Tuvok. That is so spot on. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you I perform my Maquis duties to the highest standards. Patak. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay, and we can't get back in that easy. They're sealed, and their communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforce. Prioritize life supports. Secure core decks. Restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. So Deck 5 first. And then the core decks and the life support, blah, blah. Okay. We got it. This is try to be able to supply power to a room. You need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. Roger that. What is this? Life support for this deck, I'm guessing. Okay. That's what it is. Life support restored on Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office now accessible. And of course it's a mess. I will have to fix it before we can even use it. Okay, so we have to... What is the autosave going? We can... Minimum room limit reached. Dismantle. Room is damaged. Provide one work team. Work teams are required for... Okay. Repair in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and duranium. Sure. Just zoom out. In that case, the closest one here is 2 cycles, and that was pretty far. And that was like, it didn't even let me scan that for whatever reason. Provide up to +1 work team. Alright, so that's been repaired. Close the report automatically, finishes all actions, activate all activable rooms, and collect all resources from removed rooms. Enter ship to manage manually. Okay, office fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Ooh, 2? At the same time. Building or repairing rooms, even clearing debris. Occupied work teams. 1. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building or upgrading engineering offices. Okay. Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply, maintaining the physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in this section first. Morale bar shows, okay, we're getting the full tutorial here. Okay, your current morale 1. Okay. The changes to the morale per cycle 2, and icons indicate your crew's needs 3. Open the overview screen to switch to morale to get detailed info. Okay. Your decision is ship management, food, crew quarters, even events affect crew morale. If morale falls to 0, crew mutinies and the game is over. Mutiny on a Starfleet ship? Switch this on. Access to the mess hall is not possible, however it sustained extensive damage. Yes, after repair, crew can access replicator rations again. 6, I have enough. Repair in progress, 6 cycles. Until completion, we should address crew accommodations. The ruined rooms must be cleared to create room for residential section. Heavily damaged and many parts are destroyed beyond repair. To free up new building spaces, you will first have to remove the remnants of the old. Select the room 1, give the order to clear the debris. Removing the debris takes time, cycles to pass the time, travel on the map. Okay. Clear debris. Give you back some resources, so we can get resources from this, it looks like. Cool. While waiting for our teams to finish, we should continue collect more resources. I was just about to get to there. Bussard collectors. Deploy collector probes for safer, though less efficient collection, and this one has like a red on it. Well, I'll give it a shot anyways. Lost due to full storage. Okay, okay. Well, that sucks. In that case, let's head to... Let's see. Life support. Okay, in the mess hall, enter ship. Mess hall repairs are complete, Captain. Ooh, and there are people already eating. Cool. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Ooh, we have premium replicator rations. With every energy cycle your crew consumes ration, you can always use emergency rations, 1, which don't require resources but lower morale. Crew is used to consuming premium rations made by the replicator. Those increase morale but consume deuterium. Keep them on premium for now. Replicator rations are now issued, Captain. Alright, so we're only minus 30 per cycle for that. What else do we need to do? We are... Six cycles for that, 1 cycle for that. We'll keep those running. Do I need to fix something else? He did say... Wait until ruined room is cleared. Keep exploring the system while repairs are in progress. Okay. 2 is the system view. Okay, ruined room. Enter. Ruined room removal concluded. Maybe we should rebuild some crew quarters now. I wonder if it'll do wonders for the morale, Captain. To build new rooms, select the empty building space to bring up the construction menu. Okay, if you have enough work teams and enough resources, you can build a room. Every new room needs a corresponding area, so plan accordingly. Technology, okay, combat, Borg technology room, maintenance. Interesting. Missing technology accommodates. What's the technology missing? Interesting. Accommodates 12 crew and crammed -1. Okay. So we only have the emergency quarters. The crew one is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide necessary accommodations or morale may drop faster than you'd like. Okay. This is building in 6 cycle. Ooh. The caretaker. Captain, the raised jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo, but his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared in the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Try to intimidate him. Let B'Elanna talk. Optional, scan the array for Tom and Chakotay. Yeah, I'll go with number 4. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs of Tom and Chakotay. Captain Joysticks, I got a good deal on Eagle Moss Sternback Concept Voyager and it looks so much nicer. No sign of them, Captain. No humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to now? We'll go with number 1, because I think all of them are the same, it looks like. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They're our responsibility. I understand, but I have no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. To offer your help. What are you looking for? Maybe we can help. I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it, we haven't got any closer to Paris or Chakotay. You managed to get something. You, Starfleet, don't know how to fight, but you sure talk good. Captain, if I may. I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of a neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our mission crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical step. Most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? I don't like this any more than you do, but it'll be easier if we work together, Captain. Helm, set course for the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Set course for the 5th planet in the neighboring system at maximum warp. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select the specific POI to visit. We just got somewhere though. Abandoned vessel. Leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging parts of the ship. That'll give us plus 44. I don't have a torpedo bay for now. I'm gonna grab that since we just got here. And sector view is this one? I see. There's 3: ship, system, and sector view. We are here. Ocampa. Upgrade stellar cartography. Nothing to reveal. Class D planet. Also, well, that's weird. Isn't that also in the system that we're in? Or am I tripping? Class D planet. That has nothing to reveal. Okay, it's just weird. Sorry about that. No, I want... Okay, we have to do it this way. Rune. Enter. I don't know if I want to do anything else, but that's sick bay. Shield generator, science lab, phaser control. There's a whole bunch of stuff I guess I could have started fixing, including the torpedo launch bay. There's workshops. These are all the life supports. Okay, I see. So what else is there? There's a shield gen. There's a sick bay. There's 3 cycles to repair. Well, I guess I'll fix everything else on this floor. While clearing some stuff out. Like this. How many... okay, no workers available for that. No work teams available. Are there like 2 teams working on this then? What's the deal? Oh, building. There's a team working on that. Okay, so I'll have the team free in a sec here. Emergency quarters. Nice. Okay. So now we have a somewhat of a room going. Their morale is still kind of dropping. Officers' quarters. Observation lounge. Holodeck. Interesting. Resources. I need some of that titanium then. Is what I'm missing for some of these. It's a cargo bay, engineering office. And this one has missing technology, battery compartments. Okay. Phaser control, shield generator, disruptor array, energy dissipator. Disables all enemy systems for 4 seconds. Cloaking device. Aha, okay. Metaphasic shield room. Interesting technology. A model. Yeah, those are Eagle Moss makes ships. You can make Star Trek ships. You can order them little models and stuff. Like little die-cast models. They're really good. Have you ever played the old Star Trek TNG, a Final Unity game? Emabriel 36, how you doing? I don't know if I have my welcome to the channel. I have that link disabled. I don't have an invitation link for that yet for the Discord. Let me get that for you. I disabled all the invitation links a while back because there were hacking attempts. I think that works. And then I go, how do I drop this again in the, wait one sec. There you go. That's the Discord. I'll add that link over on the bot when I'm done with the stream. But for now, if you want to get on the Discord, I don't usually use it that much. I'm not a very Discordy person, but yeah, it's there. Welcome to the channel. Let's continue on. So we have combat room. We have a Borg tech room. Regeneration alcove, cutting beam control room, shield matrix, Aru facility? ARU facility, Euro electric field generator, passively repairs hull, automatic repair? Is that what the AR stands for? Borg maturation chamber, matures X Borg, +1 every set. Ooh, but that's like minus morale. Everything is minus morale in this room. Okay. Wow. Okay. System optional clear. Hold on. Sick bay. Primary medical facility heals. Okay, we got that running. Clear more rail room. Build emergency quarters for the entire crew. How much? How do I know how much crew has quarters or not? Idling 27 out of 50. Work teams idling 1 out of 2. But if I click up here, it doesn't do anything. So where do I know? Well, I know this is supposed to be 12 out of 12, and there's, I guess, 50 crew, so let's turn this into a quarters. Like 6, okay. No, I wanted more. Can I not? Oh, is it only 2? What about the rest of the room? Because that leaves me with like a space there, which I don't like. I really don't like that. That sucks. Okay, that's fine. Go back to OBS here. Let's clear out more rooms as well as fixing stuff. I have an idle group, so I can either... Okay. Oh, that's ready. Injured trick will be okay. I'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. Heroes. Assign a hero. No hero assigned. I guess I can't assign anyone. Management. Okay, that's fine. Switch it off. No, we'll leave it on. Holodeck is damaged. By the way, what can be done with this? No, okay, so you need 2, so I can't turn that into a emergency quarters. That means we're gonna have to come up here. And start removing rooms in different locations. All right, learning experience. Cool. Sector. You're already here. Okay, 2 system. Nothing to reveal. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Continue. Oh, there's the Maquis ship with us. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Commander Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Prepare an away team, stellar cartography level 1. Optional, do a general scan of the planet. And optional, check the energy impulses. Not anything noteworthy about the energy pulses. They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigate this area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. Has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no oceans, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Science laboratory level 0. Oh, I should have got that up and running, huh? So now I know I should have got that up and running. Leave it at that. Strange but intriguing. Prepare the away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Oh, hello. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Greetings, looking for something on this dusty old rock. Will we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. A caretaker? That's what the Akampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Akampa. It's a point-and-click adventure game from the 90s, and then maybe I might have played it. It was really fun, but I got stuck at one point and couldn't continue. And then there's the Star Trek 25th Anniversary Special. Its sequel, Star Trek Judgment Rights, TOS games from the early 90s, but really good. Could just be a guy with a pineapple on his head. Or whose head is a pineapple, I don't know. It sounds familiar. I've played a lot of games, but yeah, if it's a game from the 90s, maybe good chance I might have played it at some point. depending where I was in the 90s at that time. I might not have been on the continent, so to speak. It looks like Twitch wants to play some commercials here. I just paused them for a sec, and we've been at this for about an hour. I want to use the bathroom real quick, guys. Before we beam down to this planet, we're going to go ahead and take a very short break. It's not going to be the full 5 minutes that's showing up here. It's probably going to be just 3 minutes, but yeah, I just want to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll just leave this up here for you guys, and be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let's just hide that. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Let's see about continuing on. Likely down on the planet with the Okompa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voiles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. Void voles? Wow. If you hide us, if you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Perfect. Let's see. Can I get into settings? I cannot get into settings. I have to go to the main menu. It auto saves, right? Scan set course. What is down here? Are these the two the things my teams are doing? Okay. I see. So I want to just jump back into the main menu then. Go into settings. Okay. Can I put the cat back up now? Let's see if that works with the cat. Continue game. Yes, I am captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Oh, okay, that looks like a bit smoother, doesn't it? It looks smoother. So maybe we can stick with this. Yeah, I like this. This is a lot smoother. Meow, meow, motherfuckers, let's go. Where were we? Yes, please. Oh, yes, all good now. Yes, it is indeed. What do I need to do? Rebuild Voyager and explore the system. Skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Hey, in that case, ship cycles. Yeah, I shouldn't have done sick bay. I should have done the science lab before sick bay, knowing is half the battle, and I kind of lost half the battle already. Oh boy. Also, the phaser control, the torpedo launch bay would have been nice to have as well. Well, now we know. I can't do anything about that because I have 4 cycles here and 6 cycles here, and I only have like 2 people unless I make another engineering office, which I don't have the room for. All right, so this is not good. Because these rooms, I need to put them in the 2 rooms. So I'm just gonna X that out. That was a mistake getting that set up. We're gonna go for repairing this guy because this is gonna be more useful, right? I see. Morale, crew, emergency quarters. Yeah, so crew quarters, officers quarters. I see. Heroes. He's away. Balana. Okay. Combat. 26. Hull. Okay, and base attack power. Basically, it's smacking into stuff. Oof. And I see what we have here with the different things available to us. Okay, close that. What's this? How do I rebuild Voyager and explore the system or skip cycles until Neelix is ready? Okay. Has duranium. Duranium and deuterium. Spatial anomaly are detected as small but stable spatial. It's not dangerous but could provide valuable scientific data. Deuterium upgrades stellar cartography to collect more data. What's the closest thing? This is 2. That's 3. Science lab has been set up. Nice. 2 cycles remaining. Let's empty that. So we'll have 2 rooms going. This one will be another that'll be something else. That's another emergency quarters. We need quarters for everyone in the ship, right? Max capacity of 67 for that. And we're getting stuff from here. So maybe I need to do a repair instead of a remove. That's 3 cycles. That's 2 cycles. Okay, yeah. Repair shields, please. Back to system. It was 74. This will take us over the cap, unfortunately. Leave for now. Shield generator and repair room. Nice. Yeah, we'll get to you in a sec. So we're building and we're caretaker. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarenherr pastable is widely... Okay, Alfarian? As an elf, the alien elf. You guys remember that? Alfarian hair pastable is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. The cat is stuttering again, isn't it? Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, you're missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon Ogla encampment? A Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Compa had our people. Well, the Compa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Majjabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Ask for more information about Kazon Ogla. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? Water is a precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send an away team down. Very well. Prepare an away team and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Fly back to Okampa. 4 and cycles, okay. We can salvage more. Once I fix the torpedo launch bay, So, and there's a couple of options for that that's come up. So I guess that's going to be the next. So we're going to leave that for now. Deuterium, Captain, we've got a major problem brewing in the ship. Deuterium levels are critical. Won't last long as if we need. You have 25 cycles to accomplish this task. We'll stock up on deuterium. Are we 279? Not now. All right, we'll hold out a little bit longer. Morale minus 50. The crew regrets our decision, Captain. Oh dear. We'll repair that. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders, send away team. Recommended trades, Talaxian, Survivor, and Innovator. I add Tuvok. It gives us a good balance here. What else can we add? He's got 28. B'Elanna, maybe. Yeah, send B'Elanna because she's got the whatever that is. He's the only one with these options. Let's start the mission anyway. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings? Struggle through the vantage points? Eventually they reach your lads, exhausted in the distance they spot. Oh, they're in bad shape, aren't they? Okay, Innovator, design an intelligent shelter to withstand the storm. Analyze the area and evaluate the best cover. That requires 30. I can use 2 of them, or I can just use B'Elanna for this. Critical success. Nice. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff for that. Captain, we've reached a settlement. How should we approach the people here? Talaxian. Ooh. Yeah, let's go Talaxian. No critical success, but seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Assure them you have no bad intentions. Demonstrate strength. 50 required. This is 32 required. Offer water in exchange, and we need, I think, both of these? No, I guess we can do it with just B'Elanna. Yeah, just give him some water. White team offers Jabin water from the replicators. Fascinated by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Okampa live underground. Their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave at Okampa, and he explains that she's one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands the Okampa woman be freed. Ooh, Neelix. Sometimes certain approaches and way missions bear additional risk. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger indicator. Failing at such a challenge could result in injuries or even fatalities. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Appease and carefully withdraw. That requires 40. Tactical retreat. Secure and retreat with phaser fire. The only really good option we have is the Talaxian. Your choices has consequences. The away team raises their hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescue woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? So he took us there to rescue her. That guy wasn't his friend at all. He lied to us. But that's fine. That's a white lie. We can accept that. My dearest Cass, didn't I promise I'd save you? I know you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea, Cass. Could you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful. We have things to do. Optional, ask Cass what she knows about the caretaker. Ask Cass and how they met. Ask Cass how she came to the surface. Let's go with 4 and work our way up. If it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but those atrophied over many generations. How Cass and Neelix met. Cass, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious, how did you two meet? I met Cass while trading with the Kazan Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind even to someone like me. I had to get her out. Oh, Sphinx, how you doing, bud? Some Neelix and chill, yes indeed. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. It was the only good thing in the terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Ask what she knows about the caretaker. What can you tell us about the caretaker? This is like really just the redoing the story of Voyager again, but as a choose your own adventure. It's kind of neat. I like it. There's the base building element as well, which of course, I love base building. For generations, he has provided the Alcampa with food, water, and energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it, or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Yeah, Sphinx, it's been popping up on the, I've seen people stream it. I haven't watched them stream it. I've seen that they were streaming it. I haven't actually watched it. This is a blind playthrough for me. But it looked interesting, and I'm a Star Trek fan. So yeah, here we are. We do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. We have things to do. Can we not go deeper into this? God damn it. Alright, someone get started on those transporter signal amplifiers. Cass, we'll go sickbay and have you examined. Ooh, Captain, Science Lab is back online. we can start researching the signal amplifier. Hold on. Computer. Hold on a second. Here we are. We gotta do this. Computer, initiate emergency medical hologram program. With no other options available, she had to brace herself to do. I'm guessing she's dealt with the hologram before. That's why she had to brace herself. All right, I want to know why am I getting like graphics issues here? Hold on, can I? Is the NVIDIA thing not working either? I'm trying to turn on the NVIDIA so I can see the frame rate. Like, why is this still frame demanding so much of my GPU resources, huh? That's kind of interesting. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sick bay for now and this patient, Cass. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease, a broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. You're in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganize. I have a question mark here. Transporter signal amplifier. Okay. What else? Up here. No available work team. Cool, because we're building and we're repairing. That's fine. That's the bridge. Sick bay engineer. Where was this stellar cartography? That's main engineering. Missing technology. And that stuff. Research, amplifier, science, technology, and the science thing, which is right up here. And I wish it would show us that like there's 3 remaining in here, but all right. We have to wait for that. In the meantime, emergency quarters, life support active. Nice. That's ready. And I can do the same thing here. Each one of these is 12. So 24, 36 out of 50. We still have, I still need a few more emergency things here. That's 1 cycle away, and that's 5 cycles. Okay. Enter ship again. Access tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier of a technology category. Sort collectors. Okay. Unlocking new tech costs research points. Research points are produced by active science labs. It can also be gained as rewards. Example in away missions. Okay. Transporter signal amplified rewards. Transport signal amplifier blueprint. It does look interesting. Captain, blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Roy, I don't have a repair team. Oh. Do I not? Didn't I just... We do have a repair team. What are you talking about? Where's the workshop? I just had to finish that other thing. Research. Oh. Oh no. Okay. That is. Why is it like this? Why did they make the skills tree so wide? Already researched. Close. What do we optional? Explore the tech tree and research any tech. Repair and activate the workshop. Well, battery compartment, plasma torch. Negotiating tactics. Shuttle bay level 2 hyper spanner. These are block, cargo bay, interphasic coil spammer, workshop level 2. Stores surplus energy from warp core, can temporarily provide up to 120 stored energy before gray mode gets activated. Plasma torch, clearing rooms give 20. Oh, okay, we'll go for the plasma torch then. 14 cycles. And 40 of that. Friggin'. Okay, repair and activate the workshop. It's in the process. Back to the system. So now we have this option. And that almost fills us up. Okay, which is still good. There's this, which is 1 cycle away, and that gives us some science. Plus 40. 50% of the reward. Okay. Well, that sucked. Deuterium and something else maybe here? Or do we head back to Ocampa? That's 3 cycles. That's 2 cycles. We'll head back to Ocampa, because that's 3 cycles away. There's the workshop. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Okay, 3 cycles for this. Oops. Back to the system then. Emergency quarters are done. Good job. And so I need another 2x2 room that I need to flip. No, because first I gotta repair more life support, huh? Battery compartment. I cannot repair more life support because I'm missing stuff. So things just got tight. This 4 cycles, I can fit some emergency stuff in here. What else is going? I have an idle team, don't I? So is there something else I can fix, like the phaser control room? In 2 cycles, yes. Signal amplifier has been completed and ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to Ocampa. Roger that, bud. Also, that's been repaired. What else can I fix? Not that. All of these require this stuff here, the tritanium. I guess I could just empty another room. Maybe this one up here. Yeah. So now we're clearing out 2 rooms. What about this? This is the Aero Shuttle Bay. Also, this stuff, which I have like absolutely 0 of. So fine, okay. Bad. Oh, we hurt ourselves apparently with that one. Hull -20. Yeah, apparently we damaged ourselves with that one. But we got 14. 20% of the reward. God dang. That hurt. Okay. Well, it's possible to get absolutely rotten outcomes. This is deuterium. Let's head back to Ocampa. Enter ship. We gotta get some emergency going in there. What about this? This I also can't repair. Captain, we've reached our destination. Send the away team. Let's go. So recommended is Ocampa. But we have here, we need gun and we need that. So B'Elanna's the one with the best spanner. Right? Yes. And Tuvok would be the best option there to cover all that. Cat wants out of the room. 1 sec, let me put my cat out. Yeah, my cat just woke up. He's been asleep all day. He's been sleeping. It's 6 p.m. now. He came up here and about 9 a.m. 10 a.m. actually. He was a little bit late this morning. So 10 a.m. he came in and fell asleep on my bed. And yeah, 6 a.m. It's a good 8 hours sleep for him. That was first sleep. He's gonna go to sleep again at a later point. he usually, actually, he's up early. That's kind of weird because usually his sleep time is from 8 to 8. Solid. Like I'm not joking, guys. He will sleep from 8 to 8. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the mission. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach up for their weapons but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Eh? What does he look like? He is a American long-haired tabby. Just regular striped cat. Yeah. He's got a white nose, though. And she's absolutely fucking adorable. Yeah, he's just tabby. Okay, let's see what we have here. All of them have risk. Some of them have better rewards. Interesting. Captain, the Kazons seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are our orders? I can have... So the two good options, really, is have Tuvok show force, or have B'Elanna do a transporter trick and cause a distraction. This one requires 25, and she has 48. Though... the next thing requires either science from Cass. I don't know what this is, so I think I will go for Tuvok. White team raises their phasers, approaching the Kazon in an intimidating manner. The Kazon, remembering the White team's previous display of wit, hesitate. They are unsure whether to risk a confrontation and eventually back down. Oh, he took some damage. Why did he take damage? Allowing the away team to proceed to the tunnel. Oh, is that just the fatigue? Captain, we've reached the entrance tunnel, using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Ah, okay, so requires 30. Use the amplifier to locate the breach just by herself, or use all, like, a combination of stuff. B'Elanna, go for it, please. Critical success. The away team deploys the transporter signal, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel beyond the barrier, and the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls glowing in warm white light and sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocampa City. Oh, Captain, we're inside the Ocampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Let Kess lead, or conduct a systematic search of the city. One gives us more research, but requires 50, which we're not even close to. So let's just go with Kess. Critical success. Cass approaches a group of Ocampa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Ocampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to a medical facility. The away team eventually find their crew members awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. What? Okay, we're kind of in trouble here. Lead the team through the collapsing tunnels. Clear a path through any debris or obstacle. With the gun seems to be better. Yes, well, apparently both are here, but this one is a bit easier, it seems. Shoot your way through, Tuvok. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Ooh. So here, stabilize the transporter signal. This is like the last one, right? By adjusting its frequency modulation. This one gives us more science as a reward. Let's get like both of them going and we get some science as a reward. Yeah. Now let's get all of them into it. You make it like all critical, okay? Full critical, nice. The team analyzes the tremor's interference pattern and quickly recalibrate the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. With a whole lot of science there. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back onto Voyager. Gives us a whole bunch of morale as well. Chakotay recruited. Back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Commander Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I am Captain Catherine Janeway and Mr. Paris. It's good to have my pilot back. What, no champagne? Not even the replicated? I am Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. Torres. What's going on here? Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with the Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you've learned on the planet could help us. Ask if they've learned anything about the caretaker. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? They say he's been acting out of ordinary lately, abducting people. And he increased their power supply to half a decade. What? That doesn't make sense. And he increased their power supply to half a decade. That's not English. Like half a decade is a measurement of time. Increased their power supply to... Yeah, I don't understand what this sentence means. And he destroyed the tunnels. It's like he's preparing for something, but what? Ask about what they learned about the Compa. What can you tell us about the Compa? Naive, friendly, they don't get out much, and that's good because they wouldn't survive. Apparently they've been living underground for longer than anyone can remember. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Our ancient journals tell us that the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? They mentioned a warming. The day our surface turned into a desert, on that day the caretaker appeared and built our city, and since then he's provided for the Ocampa. A debt that can never be repaid. Say again, Lieutenant Tuvok. There's enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Ocampa homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seems to be no coincidence. I assume he's responsible for the ecological damage building the underground city and caring for them. He seems to be trying to make amends. In addition, it was mentioned that the caretaker provided the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy. Coupled with the destruction of the access tunnels and his frequent reference to running out of time, the logical conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. I believe he's dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? Ask if they know why they were sent to Ocampa. The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic materials. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately. Though why would anyone want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started a treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Good job, Doctor. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis, Captain. Aware of his imminent death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Akampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who will continue his work. This explains the abductions and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. If he dies before finding a suitable successor, we'll be stranded and we'll have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first and phasers. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. However, I suggest a test run to verify system functionality and to assess our temporary flight control officers' performance in combat. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for the one evading Starfleet custody. Ooh, nice burn, Chakotay. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay, all the mucky on the Valjean as Starfleet's target practice? What could possibly go wrong? B'Elanna, focus. We need preparation. I will pilot the Valjean, Captain. Just remember to set your phaser to simulation. B'Elanna unavailable. Chakotay unavailable. I'll keep it in mind, Commander. Each combat encounter you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strength and capabilities. Ooh, okay. Valjean, Voyager. Interesting. Evasive maneuver. Coordinated attack. Shield hacking? Shield hacking will take it. Okay. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers fire automatically. Torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy. Interesting. Phasers are automatic and torpedoes are manual.
What are your orders, Captain?
Combat is paused. What are your orders? Order your ship to try and attack or defend the side with either defensive or offensive movements. Fleeing requires enemies' engines be damaged. Okay, you can also proceed to offensive movement. Offensive action. What's this? Voyager. Offensive action. We get to disable the shield generators.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Combat is paused, so just unpause it. Evasive maneuvers dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability. By selecting them, number keys or controller, a blue countdown indicates that the ability is active.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shield ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Interesting. Okay. What does this do? Oh, that's a torpedo. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Have a good night, kiddies. I have to go. Okay. I'll catch you in a bit. Sorry if I missed that, but yeah, I'll catch you soon. You can probably catch the rest of the stream later on YouTube. Proceed. Boom. That's how it's done. Shields are holding. Okay, win your first combat. We got an achievement. That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Your methods were unconventional. However, the objective was achieved. Acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the array, the Valjeans should be in a position to supporting position for Voyager. All right, have their transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. That showed this quadrant what we're really made of. Okay, so we have to head back to... fly back to the array. So that... Enter ship. That's been removed. That's still building. Might as well remove other stuff. By the way, science, plasma torch, 3 days remaining. Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more of this resource, we'll have to put it somewhere. I was wondering if we could expand our storage capacity with a new cargo bay. Sure, we'll build an additional cargo bay. You'll have 30 cycles to accomplish this task. Sure. Emergency quarters have been built. Enter the ship. Caretaker, build a cargo bay. Anywhere? Four cycles for that. Okay, that might not be the best place for it, but I figured that we can remove rooms as we go. We can like replace them, and I wonder if these areas can be unlocked in the future. Interesting. That, okay, I see the tubes. The tubes as they go through okay. Are there no tubes here in the back? Items. Oh, plasma torch has been researched. And I might as well finish this one. Begin research. Array is 8 cycles away. We're at the edge of the system, so we might as well grab stuff as we go along. That's 5 cycles, and that's 1 cycle from being built. Cargo bay. Yay, okay. Cargo bay. Each cargo bay can only store one type of resource? Really? Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount you can store. Interesting. The pilot maneuver, you saw that, huh? Is there a delay on Twitch or so? Why did that come up there? But yeah, there was that spin thing. I just read it. I'm delayed reading it. I'm sorry. Crew's happy. Yay. Cargo bay for deuterium. Not exactly overflowing, but this one is. Yeah, so we just added the capacity for that. Unfortunate. So if I want to put more of other stuff, then I'm going to have to build it. But anyways, what else can we build? Repair? Not much. What other storage do I have? I don't have other storage, do I? I have to research the level 2s before I can upgrade it, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah, hold on. Toggle power and T to demolish. I think I will build another one. Engineering office gives me one more work team, however. Can't build that, can't build that, can't build that. One more team, our engineering office, and then we'll do more cargo. Yeah, I think so. System view. Bussard collectors. A little bit lost, but our storage is full again. Plus 81, we're at 50. 36. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't quite max us out, but we're doing good for that. Nothing to reveal. That's been removed. That's still building. How long to build? 4 cycles to build that. Then 3 cycles for that. And then we'll get back to clearing out room. Just collect anything easy. We'll max that out. And then use that max. What do you mean? Oh, I have to get them done. So now I have an extra team. So I have an idle team, don't I? Idling work teams, no? I don't have enough crew. Okay. That's what that is. Assigned to ruined room. Assigned to hull repair. So I can tell him to go repair the hull, which I might do right after this cargo bay. Yeah, okay. 2. There's a cargo bay. Thank you. Yeah, I can't tell him to do anything because I don't have the people for it. I wish I knew that. Okay, well, that's fine. Assigned to hull repair. It's currently assigned a room. I should have an idle team. Yeah, one team is idle. Engineering office. Do I have another engineering office somewhere? Assigned to ruined room. Some stuff is playing. Commercials are playing. I didn't pay attention to that. Is there another engineering room that I'm not aware of? Somewhere? Torpedo launch bay. That's a workshop. Main engineering. Well, in that case, just, yeah, continue. Switch to hull repair. Yes. Assigned to hull repair. And then that's paused for now. But now I have to. Okay, that's dumb. That's dumb. I said that's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna bitch about it. Research complete. Now we can go for the level 2 stuff in some areas. Shuttle Bay level 2. We haven't even got our basic stuff going yet. And increase the time that trade offers stay available. Hyperspanner reduces shuttle construction time. Nothing here. Cargo bay level 2. Engineer office level 2. Maybe. Workshop level 2. Interphasic coil spanner. This reduces initial building, upgrading, and repair time. I like that, but it's locked. Why is it locked? It seems like all my research is locked and I can't do anything about it. Maybe? I have to click here. Engineering, tier 2. 70 plus 5 of those. Do I have 5 of those? I do. I have 15 of whatever those are. Whatever those are. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. While that goes. I should have had that running before, huh? Now that I think about it. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Continue. And there's some Kazon. What are they doing? It seems we were expected, Captain. Oh man, the cat is stuttering bad. Let's put that away for now. For now, anyways. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have the Armaki Raider manned. You'll have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. Well, I'm sure you have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. Jabin, can we discuss this like two civilized? He's disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Looks like we got a fight on our hands. Oh, we got 2 ships this time. And we'll go with the same.
What are your orders, Captain?
Defeat Jabin and his fleet. Orders. I wonder. Offensive action.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready.
Open your command menu at any point in the combat to give new orders. While the command menu is open, the combat is paused.
Ready, Captain.
One of your shields is dangerously low. Switch to defensive actions to protect that side from further damage. Continue without shields, risk destruction of the underlying system. Which shield? The front shield?
Moving to defend the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready.
Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Shift key or left and controller. Shift key, okay. There are powerful weapon systems causing great damage to system and hull. However, their effects are minimal against shield, so make sure you fire from the right angle.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
It's the front.
An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Nice. Okay, we managed to shoot the torpedo down the throat. Nice. They have surrendered. Pause. So what do we do now? Defeat Jabin and his fleet. Kazon support vessel. Let's
Moving to
knock
attack
out
the
the
starboard
shields.
side, Captain.
Surrendered and surrendered. Okay, so there's still a target out there.
Ability ready, Captain.
Victory. Victory! We took some damage, huh? Oh no! The Valjean! What? Why did you ram the Valjean into that? We pushed him back, but it was a close call. We got our crew beamed off in time before the raider exploded. You're strong, Captain, but there's strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcement. This array will be mine. I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back to where we came from. Impossible. I have barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Optional, confront him, or you must let go of the Ocampa. Ocampo, what happened was your fault. Something you did turned our planet into a desert, didn't it? That was the debt that could never be repaid. We explorers from another galaxy. We had no idea our technology would be devastate their atmosphere. 2 of us were chosen to stay behind and care for them. 2, where's the other? She went off to look for more interesting places. Optional. This one's locked now. You must let go of the Ocampa. Did you ever considering allowing the Ocampa to care for themselves? They are children. Children grow up, they need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. Damn, we can't continue. This is missing something. So I guess there was the scan. Oh, there was a scan that we missed of the planet. Dang, that would have given us an option here. You dragged us into this. You need to send a captain. Dabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. Good. I could try access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. I wonder what happens if I do this. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control system and send us back? Yep, let's go back. Your choice has consequences. Protecting the Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to the crew. Access the control systems. We're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. A success 60%. Your choices have consequences. It's my ship, Commander. Tuvok, now. Attempting to access the primary control systems, Captain. Transit program initiated. The array is ready. Engage. Janeway makes the call. Voyager will return home. Tuvok activates the caretaker technology, and a blinding white light engulfs the ship. Uncertainty hangs in the air. Will it work? Will they make it back? Time seems to freeze as the crew braces for the unknown. Voyager materializes in the Alpha Quadrant. The familiar stars a welcome sight, but the joy of returning home quickly fades as Starfleet and Maquis lock eyes. Just moments ago, they were allies, united by a common goal. Now back in familiar territory, the reason for their alliance has vanished. We're back. We actually made it. You abandoned the Ocampa, Janeway, left them to the Kazon. Another powerful enemy preying on the weak, just like the Cardassians. I won't apologize for putting my crew first, Chakotay. If you remember, the only reason you and I formed alliance was to get our people home safely. And now we're back to being enemies. Is that it? You're gonna hand us over to Starfleet? We'll let them go. They're good. Chakotay, we've been through a lot. I can ignore that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to make a full report to Starfleet Command about how the Maquis regrettably evaded our attempts to apprehend them. When I return to the bridge, I trust you and your crew will have made yourself scarce. Chakotay, damn it, what are we waiting for? Let's get out of here. Consider this a parting gift. Farewell. Thank you. Goodbye, Captain. Captain, letting the Maquis go is a breach of Starfleet protocol. Logic dictates that they should be held accountable for their for your crimes, value compassion over logic. We owed them. We owe them a debt, Lieutenant. They helped us get Harry back. They fought alongside us against the Kazon. Without them, we wouldn't have made it back home. I fail to see how the debt justifies compromising Starfleet security protocols, Captain. Tuvok, shut the fuck up. B'Elanna, the Maquis, they saved my life. What they did in the past, it doesn't matter. I won't complain about their help either but the thought of going back to New Zealand, not exactly my idea of happy ending. Maybe you could pull a few strings for me with Starfleet Command? I guess I can reassure him. I made you a promise, and perhaps a certain pilot with your unique skill might find a place for himself on Voyager sooner than he thinks. This must be music to my ears, Captain. I'll show Starfleet what this pilot extraordinaire can really do. Well, gentlemen, it seems our adventure has come to an end. Mr. Paris, set course for Starfleet headquarters. It's time to report in, and for a coffee break. Stick to the Prime Directive. Oh, hold on. There's a couple of things that popped up there. Congratulations, Captain. You have discovered a hidden ending. Returning home via the caretaker array was never intended, but your ingenuity and determination have defied expectation. However, this ending is not without consequences. The Compa will be left to fend for themselves against the Kazon, and Voyager's crew will miss out on the many adventures and challenges that await them in the Delta Quadrant. Are you sure this is the path you wish to take? Or would you like to reconsider your decision and explore the intended storyline? It's fine. We're gonna do that again. Gonna pull up Steam here. Setting course for home. Complete the main mission of Sector 1. 74% of players have completing that. Okay. Stick to the Prime Directive. Use the caretaker array to get home instead of destroying it. 9.2% of players have accomplished this. More people have. That isn't much of a secret ending, is it? If already 9% of people have already figured it out. And win your first combat. Okay, so that's pretty good. We skipped right past a break there. So I think I'm gonna go for a quick stretch again. Let's put the countdown. We'll be right back after this, and perhaps we'll do a restart. There's a restart button there, so I think we'll try that. We'll do things in a different manner than before, I think. Now that we actually know what to do for Sector 1. Also, the music is pretty loud. But yeah, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty. So I'm back. I'm actually brought some food with me. A little bit of a snack to eat. Can I not restart the sector? Continue game or restart? Oh, okay, so I can restart it. Starting a new save game or loading a sector is going to overwrite the previous save game. That's fine. Okay.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
All right, we might skip over some of this talking stuff that we did the first time around. I want to talk spend the next 10-15 minutes talking. I've already said all that stuff. Into the Badland. Another vessel. Ah, yes. Off we go. Race for impact. And again, we get knocked across half the galaxy. Damage report. Everything is destroyed again. Everything is terrible. Stellar cartography. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the tutorial again. Switch on. Not in the Badlands anymore. It is random. Interesting. Let's grab some deuterium then. Yep. Okay. Just want to scan the rest of the system. Class 0. Class D, there's a bunch of things that just don't have anything on them. Another Class D planet. Class D. There is a Class M 2 cycles away there, and there's this one here. Do we follow what they tell us? That's a mess hall. That's life support. That's the one we want to turn on first, right? I need that to be fixed. Sick bay, engineering office, workshop, transporter room, everything. Yeah, so we're gonna go through that. Go with the engineering office first. What are we missing? We were missing mats for everything. Hold up. this one. Clearing that 4 cycles. We did get stellar cartography going, didn't we? Yeah. Just to be sure. Where's the... That's the warp core, by the way? Not that? Yeah. That looks like it's... This looks like it's part of the warp core, right? But that's main engineering. Okay, I'm confused, but that's fine. Talaxian Baxial Freighter, 1 cycle away. Or 2 cycles away for this guy. Gonna go 2 cycles away for this guy. Tractor beam for 800. $800 in storage. Now we can deactivate gray mode. Close. Activate the first tier. Good, what about this thing though, right? Scans for lives. Try hailing them. Hail them. No response, Captain. We'll do a scan. Scan the array. Several life forms on board. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. We'll just have to see for ourselves then. And now we go look for uranium. That gives me a little bit of uranium. I can't repair it quite yet. Oh, we have the uranium now. Well, we're gonna get more. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter. Repair that. That was quick. Set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. Well, we've already on the way. We need a torpedo bay to max that out, but that's fine. Got a little bit more here. I feel like going to the Talaxian battle freighter. Two to repair that. And once that's repaired, we'll have an extra team. I feel like going here. Yeah. Clear that one. Science lab, repair. I get this repair up as quick as possible, then we'll do the torpedo bay. While this is actually not what I want to do. I get some emergency quarters set up. Here we go. Shield generator. Those are 2 teams going. Science laboratory has been finished. Fantastic. Next one up is torpedo. Need 18. I'm a little bit short. That's building. available work team. Oh. Now there's an available. No life support. Switch on. Now can I clear that? 4 cycles? Okay. 4 cycles for that. We're receiving a hail from an unidentified vessel requesting assistance. Keep a safe distance and transmit navigational data. Risk to send the work team to perform repairs. Engineering office level 1. I get 800, but that's way over my cap. We transmitted the necessary to be able to correct their course. They were appreciative and sent off a medium supply of resources. Thank you. Sure, let us go ahead and grab some stuff here. By the way, sorry, before I do that, 3 cycles. Okay. Oops. Wrong button. It's not the escape button. We're going to go have him go first. We're going to have science, and then over here we're going to have... Yeah, that works. We'll continue what we said before. Got a little bit of extra deuterium there. We didn't need it though. Choices have consequences. I'm going over with Chakotay this time. Mission complete. Harry Kim is unavailable this time. Interesting. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits their turn of her away team. Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes. So yeah, it's a little bit RNG each time. It's a little bit different. It's kind of interesting. Captain. What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. What? We were only there for an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. He's still on the array, but why were you released and not the Maquis are hailing us, Captain, putting them on screen? I am Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, B'Elanna Torres, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solve it together. The 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Despite the invitation, yes, the same as before. Captain, this is Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Are you going to deliver us into Starfleet's waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming. And I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. We can't get back inside. They're sealed the entrance and blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and engineering office to mobilize additional workforce. I'm working on that. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering. Which we've already done. Life supports, okay, engineering office now, and engineering office fully operational. Planning ahead is wonderful. Now we can now do two things. Okay. We should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall. Sure. Sure. Life support restored. Yes, yes. Repair. Oh, hold on. Engineering office. Building in 2 cycles, removing in 2 cycles. I need 2 cycles, and then we can work on the mess hall. Unless it wants it like now, but it's fine. Let's take a couple of days in system. Steve, we're pretty much on full for everything. How do we skip? I'm sure there was a way to skip time. I'm pretty sure I saw it. They were talking about it. But I don't know where it is. Yeah, that's fine. Repair for 3 cycles. Many parts, free up stuff, sure. No work teams available. All right, to go to this one 6 cycles away. That's been built. While waiting for work team, we should continue collecting more resources. I couldn't agree more. Enter ship. That's ready. Yeah. Go back. Set them up with the premium rations. And that's also on the way. 3 cycles. I still have a team. A sick bay, not yet. Torpedo. Yes, get the torpedo bay up. And then we'll get the rest of the things going. There was a torpedo bay. Ooh. Removal concluded. Okay. My back is killing me from sleeping in a corridor. Yeah, okay. So, your crew life pod, each room requires personnel to operate, so keep that in mind when adding new rooms. Okay. Something is calling us. The caretaker. That Chakotay talk? Yeah. All right, we're going to go to the next planet over. Set course for the 5th planet of the neighboring system, maximum warp. Sorry, I was quiet. I was eating, just having a snack. Though Torpedo Bay. For now, ship. Torpedo Bay is ready. Shield gen. We don't have enough. I don't have enough mats for that. So I need to empty another room. 4 cycles, 6 cycles for that. 3 sector map. Set course for Ocampa. Okay, that gives me a little bit of stuff. And that's a little bit more stuff there. Shipwreck. It's a J-class planet. Debris field. And more deuterium. How are we doing on deuterium? We're kind of okay. 18. Let's see. What can we... Shield gen. I don't have the team for it. Okay. Right? No, I don't have the team for it. Captain, we reached our destination. There we are, Captain. And I must say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. Discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and B'Elanna perhaps being held in this place? Optional, check energy impulses. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? We better hurry. Do a general. This is what I was looking for. No research. Yeah, we got this the last time, but this time, analyze the planet's atmosphere. Let's take a look at what happened here. Array's impulses are interfering with the atmospheric scanners. I cannot perform a clear analysis. Interesting. So why were both options there that returned us to here? Why give us this option? Why give us this option if it just returns us here to the same point? We'll examine the world firsthand. Gonna grab a quick drink here. Oh, hey, Neelix. We got a Neelix. Neelix is, wants us to help him, or we can sure do that. It seems like I've been here before. Alright, Neelix recruited. Where are we on stuff? 1 cycle, 5 cycles. So we have some cycles to go through, which is fine. There is science. That's what does it. Okay. I see. This is how to skip. Removing cycles there. So I can repair you? Okay. And then, yeah. More stuff to do here. System. Let's get some science. Do I not have... I do have the science room unlocked, right? I did the science lab. This one. Open tech tree. Yeah, I need to get some stuff going, like the plasma torch. Begin research, please. Just at least get these guys going. 14, go. So now I can go to this debris and grab a little bit of science. Shield generator is open. Thank you. That means I can build over here. Missing, what am I missing? 25. I'm missing quite a bit, actually. I could repair one of these. That requires 15. This requires 12. I have like absolutely nothing. Nothing. Alright, it's fine. What a delicious meal. Yeah. That was the whole tomato soup joke. Bit difficult, yes, we know about the Kazon. Ask for more information. Send the away team down. All right. I was doing that. 2? Oh yeah, hold on. Conduct a detailed analysis. All right, that gives us a nice bit of science, which I don't mind. I do need a little bit of this. Tractor beam plus 67. That's more than we can carry, right? We can. No, we can carry that. It was 30. So now at least I can come back and do some stuff like I kind of want to build another bedroom. Another emergency sleeping chamber. Fly back to a compa. Got a nice little storage room going here. Let's send the away team. We have to have Neelix. I think the Vulcan counts as something. What about Chakotay? Chakotay is a survivalist. No, we need Tuvok in there. We're gonna miss the innovator. Code is just a little bit better than Paris in this regard. But Paris has 14 points of... Oh dear. There's not enough, I don't know if there's enough science to get past this part. Or enough, you know what, let's go with this. It's just a mission. Survivalist orient. Okay, we did get survivalist. With a bit deuterium, thank you. Next is, we don't have innovator. So I'll take a little bit. Oh, we're in trouble here, aren't we? See, I knew it. I knew we were going to get in trouble here. Oh, we got lucky. And we still got the research, which is nice. Whew, that was a close one. Talaxian. And we get a little bit of morale for that, thank you. And then... demonstrate strength to keep the Kazon at bay. Which doesn't give us any reward. But we can assure them we have no bad intentions. Or we can intimidate them. Like severely intimidate them. We don't get any reward, but you know what? Let's do it. Okay, we seem to have impressed him. Sometimes dangerous. Alright. Secure the retreat with phaser fire. We get deuterium and stuff. They're both fatigued, but that should be more than enough, right? Nice. Lays down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to enemy fire. Jabin, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape with no casualties. Nice. Fought our way out of that. Got a whole bunch of cool stuff too. And then we go through the whole betrayal. You lied to us. It's fine. Okay, let's do the asking. Oh, we gotta go fix sick bay. We can start researching. Sure. The research stat requires 3 days. Sick bay. I don't have any team because I have 4 cycles. Okay. Well, in this case, I'm actually not gonna wait. I'm gonna go around the system and pick up some stuff. Maybe. Bussard collectors is plus 700. It's fine. Four cycles away. Ooh. Enter the ship. It wants us to research something else. We can do that. Blueprints for the signal fire. We need the workshop. Of which we have no. These guys aren't ready yet. Look, 1 cycle. We have so much stuff we need to get through. We just have to wait we have to wait for that 1 cycle to pass. Are 9 remaining for this one, and then we'll research this. We're getting closer. There. Add some there. And then we said sick bay. Repair in 3. What was the other one? The workshop. Repair in 3 as well. System. Nice. Got a good chunk of that. 1 cycle left for these 2. And then we can look at some other stuff like clearing out this room as well. Back to space. Close. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go through this. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. We have to take care of sick bay. This is the patient cast. No life support. Okay. We have one idle team, I think. Technically, we should have two idle teams. We can start producing a signal amplifier. 3 cycles remaining. For that, in the meantime, I do want to get my lasers up and running. My phasers, I mean. 2 cycles for that. And then I still have a team on idle, so clear that room for me. That's ready. I have a team idle again. Dismantle? I don't want to dismantle anything. Has been completed. We were wise to make haste back to a comp. I think that's where we are, right? Yeah. Let's send the away team. Guess is in there. Recommended is just Okampa. I have Chakotay go. And for Spanner, I don't have Harry Kim. We do have Neelix. So in case we need that. Science-wise, it's kind of weak. Diplomacy is really good. He's good with what about Tuvok here? I'm gonna go with Tuvok here. Yeah. Start mission. Bluff to open fire if they don't retreat. Yeah, let's bluff them with Neelix. Neelix is gonna bluff them? Seriously? Okay. We'll give that a shot. Got a little bit for that. Reuse the application to locate. Okay. It's critical. We got extra science for that. Nice. Kess, but she is... You know what? I'll go with the science here, because she's fatigued, but he's fatigued too. Oh. That was bad. We failed. We gotta fail. Oh, we are really in bad shape. What about the others? Oh, we got them back. Okay. Even though we failed one thing. We didn't completely fail, so that's not too terrible. Good to be back. Nice. It's a long story, Belana. Ask if they learned anything about the caretaker. That's better English. She's increased the campus power supply enough to last them for 5 years, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that is better English than the other time. He destroyed the tunnels. It sounds like he's preparing for something, but for what? What else? Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive. They wouldn't last 5 minutes on the surface. Apparently they've been living underground for 500 generations. That's our true. Our ancestors live on the surface. The warming. There's enough evidence again for a hypothesis. I knew there would be. How's the cat? Is it still struggling? The cat is still actually struggling a little bit there. Damn. Meow meow, by the way. The caretaker, yeah. I assume he's responsible for the ecological damage. We kind of know that already. Strange ulcerations. Interesting. Oh yeah, we gotta deplague them. Down to sick bay. Yeah, we caught them just in time. He's trying to recreate himself, but it's too late. Bit of tactical shields first, then phasers. I got both of those up and running. Okay. Tuvok and Harry.
What are your orders, Captain?
Yeah, we're gonna attack their shielding.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Oh, and there we go. Nice. I gotta wait for the torpedo again. Fly back to the array. Don't want to grab anything else in this area first, like a shipwreck. Remove this room. That's being removed. Add a little something over there. This deck is almost completely built up. I don't see anything else I can do here, because everything else requires the titanium, which I have absolutely none of. So yeah, just a matter of waiting for these things to cycle through. By the way, one remaining. Okay. I don't need all the stuff. I just need most of it. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So back to the array. Research this, please. And this time we didn't leave things hanging for a while. Those are still going. That is 48. And I have 50 crew, so there's 2 crew that are still not quite accounted for. Yeah, I need titanium to get any of this life support going. I can't see where I can get some, but I'll clear this room out. And we'll go talk to this guy. Continue. Yeah. We're gonna get another fight here with the Kazon again. Nope, no discussing like civilized people. We're gonna have to fight it out. Battle station, let's go.
What are your orders, Captain? Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Damn it.
Moving to defend the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is fled, Captain.
Enemy ship has fled combat. Ooh. Interesting.
An enemy is fled, Captain. Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Victory! Recruit what? Hold on. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help combat. Unlocked allies. Hidden objectives and research certain techs. Once unlocked, they will be available for the rest of the game. Ooh. Hail the rain. Now let's confront him again. Where's the other? And this is locked again. So this is possible to get, Do I need research for this? Do I need to... This is kind of weird, huh? Gotta look up what is required for that particular bit of research. This time we'll do the right thing. Destroy the array. Ready to try cobalt devices. I can and I will. Fire. Find another way home, I promise. It was the right decision, Balana, the Okampa. They remind me of our own people. We are fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Okampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? And I will definitely miss my next parole review. Tom Paris doesn't care. The sarcasm. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Jabin, I don't know. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or the navigational deflector is offline. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. The hull doesn't regenerate itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. So 2 is a asteroid field, 3 is a plasma storm, 4 is a navigational deflector offline. Okay. So if I go to the ship, assign, yes. Which one's paused? That one's paused. So I kind of want to try that again now. But waste more time? But wasting more time... 12 remaining. Negotiation tactics, what does that get us? If I tier this up, will that unlock other stuff, like better science? Let's close that. Fly to the marked destination in the 3rd system. All the way over here. Asteroid, 15 cycles away. Okay, 2 people need a home. I see this now. I see what I need to do. And that is temporarily, perhaps, turning one of these rooms into a little sleeping room, which I don't have the teams for, because let's remove this. Okay, we got a little bit of extra room as well with that. It's getting me resources anyways. But our morale is now in a better situation. I don't think... Can I clear rooms if there's no team available? He's giving me that. Okay, that's good, that's good. These rooms up here, okay. That run then. Item researched. Nice. That doesn't show me much more, does it, of this stuff? Cargo bay, interface expander, workshop level 2, bussard collectors 2. Insufficient resources. I'll go ahead and research that. We're low on deuterium. Okay. We'll stock up on deuterium. You'll have 25 cycles to accomplish this. Okay. Enter ship. Remove that. Oh, well that opens it up like that. Okay. I did not realize that did that. Okay. No. No life support. I can't do anything, can I? That's the only thing I can do. Well, there's also this. That only, yeah, so this is there's nothing that gives me tritanium in any area that I can access. Which is a bit frustrating, but just research all of this. And what is this supposed to be? Seems we're in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. The anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crew on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you a position of Voyager's first officer. You're willing to trust the Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together. 27 crew joined Voyager. We're gonna have to build more room. Alex, you wanted to see me? You need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine? Well, that's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook. You haven't lived until you've tasted my Angla Bosk. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on this long voyage home. I have a feeling that you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer? That's quite an offer, Mr. Neelix. And Cass, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? I want to see the galaxy. Okay, well, there's much out there I don't know, so much to explore and discover. Perhaps this journey could help me understand my own telepathic abilities better, learn more, develop them. But also I want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I wanted to help people too. Maybe I can learn from him. Assist in sickbay. I think the doctor will be glad to have you. Very well. Welcome aboard. Captain? I want to see this. Looked like we stirred up a little trouble in a good way, I think. A sudden distress call revealed Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to beam aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zybin, who was captured while exploring the Ocampa landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. Okay, we got quite a bit of crew on the ship now. And I'm just going to snooze the commercials really quick. I don't want to interrupt any of this. So we got 3 speeches that we can give. Overcome differences, unite as one, stand strong as one crew, defend ourselves. Unite. Explore the unknown and learn, which is what I'm going to take. We're alone in an uncharted part of the galaxy, ripe for scientific discovery. We face the unknown with open minds, eager to explore and learn. To survive, we must work together as one crew. Chart new territories, seek solutions. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we'll continue to chart new territories and unravel secrets of this region. But our objective is to return home. 75 years is unacceptable. We will innovate, adapt, overcome, reach home, never give up, find a way, analyze, innovate, find a way home. We'll search for advanced civilization, wormholes, anomalies, any breakthrough that can shorten our journey. We will analyze, innovate, discover. Somewhere along this journey, we will find a way back. Well spoken, Captain. Mr. Paris, you have proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Lieutenant Paris has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Oh, oh my God. Why would you do that, Paris? You bastard. That was dirty. That is absolutely dirty. Oh boy, imagine me becoming a captain one day. Oh, no. Poor Kim. Very well, gentlemen. As our first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris, set course. We're flying home. Leave this sector will cause all active missions to be cancelled. All heroes currently marked as unavailable will be lost. Let's stay here for the moment. There's a whole bunch of stuff available here for us. But I'm going to lose my voice. So we're going to call it quits at 3 hours and 45 minutes for this stream. We're doing really, really well, by the way. L, next sector. Really? Go up here. Voyager's up here. We haven't even researched anything here. But yeah, nice game. That's basically the whole intro start thing of it, I guess. There's just that one chat option that I couldn't get, and I don't know how to get it. And I'm not sure how it can be achieved. It should be achievable, but how, I have no idea. But anyways, have yourselves a good one, everyone. This has been Sark. I'll be back again playing this game or something else who knows what's gonna come up in the future. But this is an interesting game. But yeah, have yourselves a good weekend if I don't catch you again this weekend. This is Sark signing out.